Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, doing a little late night Card Wolf tonight. I'm always on the hunt for great cards, no matter what time of day or night it may be. Late night Card Wolf. Sorry for the delay. I had a ton of stuff that went on today, including a run to the airport in Salt Lake, which takes quite a while, and then a whole bunch of other stuff at home. So in any event, I'm bringing you the second half of this Panini 2014 Golden Age box. And I've been excited to get into this all week because we are due a relic and an autograph. That's going to be pretty darn awesome to see what we get out of here, because the variety and the possibility of what you can get in these packs is pretty unrivaled. I'm taking out the thicker packs, which hold either a relic or a spacer. I do not know which. I believe those are all the thicker packs, and those are the thinner packs. One of these thinner packs should have an autograph in it. One of these thicker packs will have a relic card of some kind in it. I don't know which one is which. We're going to save those thicker packs to the end. We are still doing autograph out of one of these, so let's see how we do. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday evening, wherever you may be, or Friday morning, depending upon where you might be. Our first card is GW or CW Post. CW Post? I don't know. Is this the cereal guy? CW Post. Not CW Card Wolf, but CW Post. Yeah, he's the cereal guy. Created Grape Nuts to start off Post cereal, and he does not have a beard. We got a beautiful Christy Mathewson card. That's awesome. Love that card. That is an insert from Fan Craze. I don't know what that means, but I like it. That's going in the Wolf Lair. Our mini card out of this is Frank Home Run Baker. That's a pretty sweet one, too. Charlene Tilton, who was an actress on Dallas, as I recall. Jean Tierney, who is a fantastic, wonderful actress I've seen in many things. She's probably best known, I don't know if she's best known. She was in the movie version of The Ghost and Mrs. Muir, as I recall, along with, who was the ghost? I think it was Rex Harrison, if I'm remembering right. You guys are finding out how old I really am when I'm dating myself by talking about these actors and actresses from a long time ago. Jean Tierney, she gets a Hello Nurse, and she goes in the Wolf Lair as well. She was a beauty. Rabbit Moranville, Hall of Famer and a great player, really good player. I believe he played for the Pirates, or whatever Pittsburgh was called back then, and he was an infielder. Really good player. That's a sweet card. I may have to Wolf Lair that one later on. Pretty nice pack to start things off. A lot of baseball players in that pack, which I'm delighted about. One of my complaints about 2014 Golden Age was that there's not enough baseball players in there. Don Knotts. Very nice to see Don Knotts. My favorite Don Knotts role, I mean, it's probably Barney Fife from the Andy Griffith Show, but I loved him in The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. It's one of my favorite movies to watch at Halloween. Such a great movie. Don Knotts, also well known to Three's Company fans as well, and he did a lot of things. Don Knotts, great guy. You know, Wolf Lair that as well. Get an insert here of star stamps, and this is some presidents here. Harry Truman looking, I don't know, he looks like he's delivering some bad news there. I don't know, Dwight Eisenhower looks stoned, and we got Roosevelt and Grant as well. Grant giving you the side eye. He's raising his eyebrow like maybe he's, I don't know what he's doing there. That's a weird card. I'm going to put that over there. That's not a Wolf Lair card, if you were curious. I'm not Wolf Lairing that. Connie Mack, who looks sad and dismayed about something. The great manager Connie Mack is our mini card. Michael Spinks, who was a boxer. Jackie Kennedy, and the Model T Ford. Pretty interesting there. Go to our next pack. Got two packs in there. Just doing one at a time. Do not have my son here to help me. The pack opening machine is fast asleep, for it is well after his bedtime. Doc Holliday, very nice card there. He's got some good facial hair going. Like to see that, Doc Holliday. And Rita Hayworth, that's definitely a Hello Nurse. Rita Hayworth, who was the subject of many pinup posters back in the day. There's a famous swimsuit shot of her. This doesn't show her legs, which is what Rita Hayworth was most well known for. Got to keep that one. Eddie Wackes, we saw him in the regular version. Steve Carlton, there's Lefty, another good Hall of Fame baseball player. Rube Marquard, another one there. Very nice. Great pitcher from back in the day. And Harry Wright, who has some very exciting facial hair there. If I did that, my wife would have nothing to do with me. She already really doesn't have anything to do with me, but she would not be happy with that. Harry Wright. I believe he was a baseball executive. He was not one of the Wright brothers, if that's what you were thinking. He was not. No, he was a baseball executive, one of the early ones from back in the day. Harry Wright. So let's see what we get in our next pack. We are due an autograph card in one of these thin packs. Would have been pretty sweet to pull a Rita Hayworth autograph card, but no such luck there. We got Willie Horton to start this pack off. Tigers, great, really good slugger for them. And TV Angel, say Newsmakers of the 70s, Farrah Fawcett, member of Charlie's Angels. That's why she gets the TV Angel card there. And our mini card is Ken Osmond, who was an actor, I guess you could call him that. Steve Yzerman, nice hockey card. I don't think we have any hockey cards that we've pulled out of here. That's a sweet one of Yzerman. There's Alidar, who is a horse that won some races, and Red Pollard, who rode some horses, or a horse that won some races. I don't know what he was riding back there. Governor's Handicap was the race, and he rode Seabiscuit 30 times. So, yeah, Red Pollard. I've seen the movie Seabiscuit, but I couldn't have told you that Red Pollard was the jockey. I would never have been able to come up with that. Mo Berg, who, man, they picked some really unusual. I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised at that. Mo Berg, that is, I don't know. He's just kind of a guy who, I don't know. He was considered the smartest man in baseball during 15 big league seasons. Spent mostly as a reserve catcher. I mean, I don't know how Mo Berg ended up in this set. I gotta say, Rube Waddell, great pitcher there. He should certainly be memorialized on some cards. And our mini card is Jim Thorpe. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Like that one. Mike Lookinland, who was Bobby Brady, I believe, on the Brady Bunch. Veda Pinson, great player, not in the Hall of Fame, but still pretty good player. And Alfalfa from Our Gang, which was a short, I guess sort of a serial back. Not a cereal that you eat, but a cereal with an S that you would watch back in the olden days. Ernie Nevers, who is a football great from long ago. Ernie Nevers. I'm trying to remember what team he played for, and I'm drawing a blank. I just don't remember. Played for, he was a running back, which I did remember. And I can't remember. And it doesn't say who he played for. He's in the Pro Football Hall. Oh, he played for the Cardinals. Chicago Cardinals back in those days. Nolan Ryan tossed his fourth career no-hitter. That's a sweet card. Never seen that card before, and I like that one a lot. That's certainly a Wolf Lair card for me. We got C.W. Post in the mini and Angie Dickinson, who we got a mini of last time. Angie Dickinson in the full-size version there. Hank Williams, country music great. And Butch Cassidy. Wow, that's pretty cool, too. I may have to keep that one as well. Butch Cassidy looks kind of rough there. He looks like he's taken a few too many blows to the head. Doesn't look like he's quite himself. All right, running out of thin packs here. Maybe the auto is an auto relic card. That would be pretty sweet. Angela Cartwright. I have no idea who that is. I'm just going to fess up. Usually I can remember, but she was in The Sound of Music, apparently. Angela Cartwright. Yeah, I would never have been able to tell you that. John McGraw, great manager. John McGraw managed some all-time greats, that's for sure. Phil Cavaretta and George Vasquez, who also was a jockey. Enos Slaughter, great player there, and true to his last name, he was a good slugger. Pat Priest, who, what was she in now? Oh, man. If I had more time, if it wasn't like going on pretty late, it was on the Munsters. I should have known that. I mean, I did know that. I just couldn't drag it up from the memory, especially at this hour on Late Night with Card Wolf. That's right. We don't really do anything that different on Late Night. Every now and then I might make a racier joke than usual. Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra plane, which, that is cool. That is really neat. No one knows where that ended up, or they say that they found pieces of it recently. That was very recent news, just in the last several months. Gonna Wolf Lair that. Joe Jackson, Shoeless Joe, and Geese Osby, who I saw play when I saw the Harlem Globetrotters many years ago. He was fantastic. Geese Osby was very funny and a whole lot of fun, very talented guy. Bucky Dent, Tom Lasorda there, the manager and former player, and there's Connie Mack looking morose. Once again, we did not get an autograph, so that means perhaps we will get an auto relic card. See if that happens here. These are all thick packs, which means that they have either a spacer, like this pack has a spacer. Geese Osby there in the full size. Do I want the mini or the full size of Geese Osby? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think I'm going to take the full size, put the mini back in the stack there. Get another nice insert of Zach Wheat. That is pretty cool. Those are beautiful cards. Really like those. Those are neat. I like that. I'm not a big, fan of Zach Wheat or what have you, but I like that card a lot. And there is Northern Dancer, a horse that won some races. We got Joey Ramone from the Ramones. I want to be sedated. I just want to go to sleep. Dave Kingman, power hitter there, extraordinaire. Led the league in home runs several times, was an all-star several times, never made the Hall of Fame. There's Ty Cobb, who made the Hall of Fame first ballot, obviously. One of the original, what was it? Original 13, original 12, something like that, to go in the Hall of Fame, the great Ty Cobb. Like that card, and I'm going to keep it. We see what we're going to get here. So far, unless I somehow missed it, which is possible, I guess. It is late, and I am tired, so I guess that's possible. Here, this is not, okay, so this is not a spacer. This is the real deal here with the mem card. So I'm going to put the mem card last in this stack, and we get a Model T there, and Haystacks Calhoun, who was a wrestler, I believe, if I'm remembering that right. Was he a wrestler? Yeah, it says wrestling, so there you go, Haystacks Calhoun. Weird to see a card of him. Charlton Heston, in my cold, dead hands, will you take this card from me? Charlton Heston, my imitation is amazing, I know. Ed Delahanty, great outfielder in the olden days of baseball. And Eddie Plank, there you go, great pitcher. And we got Jack Johnson. I feel like we got extra cards in that pack. That was a lot of cards in that pack. Jack Johnson, the great boxer. And who is our relic card here? It is a boxer, Michael Spinks. Anybody who is a boxing fan, that one's all yours, because I'm not a Michael Spinks or a boxing fan. Just do not like it. So we did not get an autograph card, and we are supposed to get one. I doubt Panini will help me out, unless the autograph card is stuck in one of these cards or packs where we get a spacer. I think we might have gotten the autograph card in this one, actually. I'm going to go ahead and put that one to the side and open the next one. I think there's an autograph card in there because there's a backwards card in there. So that was especially tricky. The autograph card was in a bigger pack where you would think you'd get a relic, but instead you get the false relic spacer, but there is an auto in it. That is too confusing for me. I'm surprised I could even summarize that. That'll be the day if I ever can do that again. Oh, it's Buddy Holly. There he is. Buddy Holly, great musician of the 50s, tragic death, with several other musicians, the Big Bopper and La Bamba, Jimmy Van. What was his name? Now I'm drawing a blank. It's too late for me to be doing episodes. I know these things off the top of my head. Now I cannot remember. That's sad. Buddy Holly. Marquise Haynes, the Harlem Globetrotters, great as well. I don't think I saw him. I think he was not still with them when I saw them. There's the spacer of that one. CW Post again. We got two of his bald minis, and there's Gaylord Perry, the Hall of Famer. Steve Yeager, the catcher for the Dodgers, and Steve Yeager deserves to be in the set, and I'll tell you why. This is a story that most of you will not know. You probably don't even know who Steve Yeager is, but I'll tell you why. Steve Yeager was a catcher for the Dodgers, and he was a pretty good catcher. He was definitely above average guy. I think he made the All-Star team maybe once or twice. Steve Yeager, one time when he was catching, the player's bat, the batter's bat, splintered, and a piece of the bat wedged itself into Steve Yeager's neck. And he was immediately, rushed to the hospital, and he was fine. Everything was fine. I mean, he had a scar, obviously, but he didn't bleed out or anything. It didn't hit his, major veins and arteries in his neck. He was okay. But ever since that happened, Steve Yeager was like, all right, I still want to catch, but I want to protect my neck. And so he created on his own, in the same way that Brooks Robinson used to shave down the brim of his batting helmet, Steve Yeager created out of plastic and fiberglass this thing that would hang down from his catcher's mask and cover his neck. And that led to a lot of the catcher's equipment that you see today, all because of Steve Yeager taking one for the team literally in the neck with a splinter of a... It was not like a splinter like you get in your finger. It was like a pretty big chunk of bat. It was not pleasant. But Steve Yeager brought us back, and now you've learned something new on the Card Wolf channel. Christy Mathewson, nice card there. All right, let's see what our autograph card is. It should be in here. I see a backwards card there, and I'm going to put that in the back, and we're going to see Tommy Lasorda's smiling face on the mini card. D. Wayne Lucas, who I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry to tell you. That is a mystery to me. Let's find out who that is. He's a horse racing trainer. All right, I think they have scraped the bottom of the Panini Golden Age barrel. I already am like, why do you have horse racing in here? Worse still, they have horse racing trainers. I think that has gone too far. Gary Carter, who looks the way I look right now, that's exactly, where's that Clay Carroll card I used to pull out? Gary Carter looks exactly how I do upon seeing the horse racing trainer card. Nope, I don't agree with it either, Gary. I'm going to wolf lair your card just because Liberace, well, there you go. Great pianist and interesting individual, Liberace there. And we got Assault. Assault the horse. All right, this is definitely an auto card. And as you can see, it did indeed have the fake spacer in there to fool us. So we're going to flip this over and see who this is. Get Assault out of the way. And it is, I flipped it the wrong way, Ken Osmond, which is a tremendous disappointment to me. Wow, Ken Osmond, known for his role as Eddie Haskell on Leave It to Beaver. That was really, I mean, I got some good, I can't complain too much. I got some nice wolf lair cards, some cards that I'm pretty happy with here. Can't complain about these. These are some pretty sweet cards for me. Personally enjoy these a lot. But the auto and the mem card were, I don't want to say they were garbage, but they were pretty big disappointment there. So not too into that. I know what you guys are thinking right now. You stuck it out. You waited all the way to the end of the day for Card Wolf to come up with this episode, and you stuck it out all the way to the end of the episode. What is Card Wolf going to do now? He went through all of the Panini Golden Age products, 2012 to 2014. That was the only years they did it. So what is Card Wolf going to do next week on Anything Can Happen Day? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a preview of what we're going to do next week because you stuck it out all the way to the end of the day with me and all the way to the end of the episode. This is where we're opening next week on the channel on Thursday. It's Panini Cooperstown, and this is from 2013, same era as Golden Age. Beautiful cards, lots of, as you would expect, Hall of Famers in here. That's what we're going to get into next week in this spot. So mark it on your calendars, savor it, enjoy it. It's going to happen soon. Thank you so much for coming out to the channel tonight for a late night edition of Card Wolf. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're a big Ken Osmond fan, you can certainly let me know, and I'll send you that. And if you're a big, I don't even know if I want to send somebody Michael Spinks. I'm disappointed by these cards. Ken Osmond does have a kind of a nice signature there. I'll give him that. It's not such a bad signature. I've seen way worse, so I'll put it that way. Ken Osmond there. I don't actually know if Ken Osmond is still alive. This could be a deceased signature, which people like to collect. I don't know if Michael Spinks is still alive for that matter, so who knows? I don't know much of anything at this hour. I do know I'm going to post this episode right now, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Have a great night, great day, whenever you're watching this. See you back here tomorrow for Dorking with Dice, and as always, happy collecting.